Hello there, everyone. So, I'm just gonna explain to you all a little thing about my Infection AU, Pippi Infection. So, yeah, I'm just going to explain the charts of what it means to, like, the sanity bar, the health bar, the hunger bar, the infection bar, those things, and what the numbers mean, and what the high and low means. So, let's go over to it. So, for this part, I'm gonna be showing off my chart. So if you see over here, I got my infection bar, my sanity bar, and hunger bar, and even health bar. Health bar, there we go. And over here I got my items, and up here it shows that I'm knocked out and I'm in a flashback right now. That's why I'm like this and not like my normal form. This is my normal form. It shows that I have a picture of my dad and me here, a broken pair of glasses, and I'm in a jacket and some jeans. You can't really see my jeans there. And it looks like I'm been traumatized. So that's why I look like this. And the flashback's gonna explain what happened to Earth, our home, and why it got infected, and I'm the only survivor. So, yeah. Anyways, so this is the infection thing. Hold on, I might have like a picture. Okay, for this part, I'm gonna show off the infected. So, the infected bar, when it says yes, the entity is fully infected. They can't be cured or anything. They're unsavable. So that's why it says yes. The sanity. When the higher it is, the better it is, because the higher means they have more sanity, and the lower means they have less sanity. And the hunger is basically like the higher it is, you're more full, and the lower it is, you're more hungry. And the health for the infected is infected, because in the Pippi universe, when you're infected, you're kind of just like a zombie that comes out of the black goop whenever. So the only way to really kill it is to find like a weapon to get rid of the darkness in general. So that's why it says infected for the health. But for the health, when the higher it is, more health you have. The lower it is, the less health you have. Pretty basic, pretty usual. And I just wanted to clarify this because I'm not sure people really understand the different charts for different infection they use, because sometimes I get confused myself, And here's an example. We got Boyfriend from the Five Nights at Funkin' edition. He's not part of the main edition yet because he's having on his own little adventure. Might come back to him in the future. Might not. Who knows? Anyways, right here shows that he's not infected. That's why it's a 0. And the negative, sanity, that shows that he has no sanity left. And the only way to really get his sanity back up is to find his girlfriend, simp. And yeah, you can see the health and hunger things he's hungry because he's a human and stuff. So yeah. And also I'm going to explain some other things about some other characters that have some confusing aspects. Like our good buddy N over here. Don't know why he's like that, but okay. So the reason why he's like that, hunger, he's a murder drone, so he has to eat or he might die. So that's why he has that. His sanity's super low right there because he saw his girlfriend got infected, and yeah, and he has his disassembled arm over here along with Uzi's railgun. So yeah, but that's why he's hungry, even though he's a robot. So yeah, he's a murder drone, so he has to eat. But now let's explain something about King Sabla over here. So if you look at his chart, he will not really have anything because I don't really have it on photos. But on his chart, he has his hunger is non-existent because he's basically just a shadow, so he doesn't have to eat. That's why if you look at his hunger, it's not really like a good thing. So next character. So Mario's Madness, he has 2 forms. There's Phase 1 and Jumbo form. this is the form you first see him in. He's pretty dangerous in this form, but he's stronger in this form, but he's faster in his other one. But he has two forms, and yeah, Benji told me both of the images that I use for him are from different mods, but I don't care, Benji. It's my series. I can do what I want. Yeah. Next up is Sin. So for Sin, I put their infected as an immunity because they're immune to the infection. Most likely because they're a demon inside of a robot body, inside of a human corpse. So they basically have immunity because they're inside two corpses at once, being a demon. So basically they're in a demon. They're a demon inside of a robot, inside of a dead body. So they can't really get infected. But who knows? Maybe the infection will find a way to get around that. You're going to have to watch the series to find out. Anyways, that's why Sin's there. And I know what you're going to say. Oh, Sin is Tessa. Why is Tessa part of the series if Sin is actually Tessa? They're different characters. I don't care about the lore. In this series, Tessa's their own person. So that's why Tessa's here. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. That was supposed to... Can I move the... Okay, I can't move the photo. I was going to give you a sneak peek of a future thing, but I guess you just get feet pics. No feet pics for you. But, yeah. Just a little more things. En has Uzi's railgun and his disassembled arm. He has it on him, even though his disassembled arm will infect him if he puts it back on. The infection doesn't really infect it unless it's part of a living biological thing. En is not alive because he's a robot, but he technically has a soul because he's a murder drone. So if he puts that arm back on to him, the infection inside of it will come out and infect his programming, just like how it infected V and Uzi. So yeah, that's why he has his arm still. Maybe he can use it as like a way to get a cure or something. Haven't figured that part out yet. Uzi's dad has his own version of the railgun, a prototype made by Uzi. That's why both En and Uzi's dad has one. So yeah, V doesn't really have anything because, well, they just got introduced in the latest episode. So yeah. Sin has two swords because, well, if you watch the fight scene at the end of the series, you can see that Sin obviously has weapons. So they're a bit overpowered. Tessa has one sword, her mask, and a mini knife. And again, they're different characters from this series. And Bingo has returned in their fully infected form. You can see that we have, if you look back at the other things, you can see that Bingo had a non-infected form, then a slightly infected form, and then a fully infected form. So this is just a fully infected layout thing for it. And I'm actually the one making these ones, but I'm not making the ones for the finite function characters because I haven't really made those yet. Those are just like future things I'm in the future when we get introduced to those characters and we actually see them. But a boyfriend could be just the one that actually wrote those ones, because you know what? Yeah, I'm going with that. Boyfriend made the notes from the finite function era. So yeah. And also, I'm gonna go from Tessa or En made the ones for the murder drones because I didn't really see them. So yeah. Sneeze. Anyways, that's all, everyone. This has been a very long video, short. So this is gonna be both on my YouTube and TikTok. TikTok first because I have a lot of videos I need to post on YouTube, and I can only post 10 videos at a time for each day, so it's a bit annoying to deal with. So yeah, so it might take me a while to post more videos on my YouTube than TikTok. Anyway, see ya, everyone. And again, Sin and Tessa are different characters in this series. Get it right.